Hello friends, SentinalH here. Welcome back to Frostpunk. Alright, so where are we at here? A citizen has become gravely ill. We have researched the mechanical calculators and we're researching the Steam Hub range increase, which is going to be awesome. Because we have such cold facilities, certain people are getting ill, but things are going pretty well for us. Let's start this up because we've got automatons now. Now, an upgrade, patch just came into the game that adds the ability to rename things. You can rename people and you can rename your automatons. So we can actually rename our automatons now. So I'm going to rename this one and call it Waterlubber. Sweet. So this automaton is now Waterlubber and he's going to run our coal. Let's Captain. The lords who arrived recently have told us about a radio mast they saw on the trail. A steam core could be powering it. Cool. I like steam cores. One of our people has become gravely ill due to frostbite. Yeah, it's because of how cold this place is. There's nothing I can do about it yet. I need to get enough... well, the main problem with the wall drill is that it's not in range of a steam hub. I can't afford all these ill people. I really can't. Now, I just noticed I actually had two steam hubs right next to each other. I don't know how I did it. I don't know if it was running for any length of time, but it's right there. It's gone now. I'm dismantling it, but that would have been a huge mistake. They're still building this, although it looks... yeah, it's under construction. This sawmill is running to get rid of those last 41 trees. They also have added some sort of diversity to the look of the hunters' huts. So if we look at this hunter's hut right here, okay, how does it look different than this hunter's hut? These hunter huts look different. They look a little bit different, maybe. I don't know, but they're adding various. They've added various differences, I guess. They said. Okay, so if we check out what we're doing here, we're at 1,249 coal per day minus 6. So we got about 600 coal leeway. Our food's gain is not great, but we're in the positive. 6 citizens. There's 30 in treatment, 14 untreated. We have 2 homeless citizens, and we're gaining 132 steel and 280 wood a day. It's pretty good gains as far as steel and wood are concerned. Obviously, I would still love to automate those. We have 1 automaton. I'd like to get a second automaton. And I have it queued up so we can fully automate the coal. We have 1 amputee. If you remember, our people caught a lord stealing food, and so they caught him and they cut his hands off. Pretty extreme. Right. We need some things. We do in fact need more housing. But the issue we were having is that our nowhere that we could build houses was actually in range of steam hubs. That's one of the reasons that's the main reason that we're getting the upgrade to the steam hub range, so that we'll be able to you know, once they have a larger range, we'll be able to move them, the ones that we have, build new ones further out, and it's gonna be good. Increasing the range on steam hubs is really good. It's waiting for workers. Why is it waiting for workers? We've got 64 people unemployed. Speaking of which, I do in fact desire another hunter's. Do I need another hunter's hut? I think what I need, however, is another cookhouse. Eventually, you do need an additional cookhouse because there's, you just don't have enough of them. But it doesn't matter at the moment because we don't have the ability to actually... promise fulfilled. Don't they love it? Lords are terrified by the recent lynching that ended with the hands of a thief being cut off. We aren't defending what the thief did, but the punishment was too cruel. The world you're building here will be a barbaric one. Well, my people did that. I do not have, if you remember, I have on purpose, but I have not gotten the Faith Keepers, and I don't plan on getting the Faith Keepers either. I need to boost our food production to the point where I can justify field kitchens, which are freaking awesome. And actually, I think we can justify field kitchens at the moment. So the next time our Book of Laws refreshes, we'll sign field kitchens. It costs, I think, what? Each one costs, I think, 10 food rations. Boosts the production of various locations. See, we've got a lot of food rations, which is really nice. We'll build ourselves another resource depot, you know, out of the way of everything. Well, let's not do that. Actually, let's do it. We'll put it right here. There's enough space in there for another one at some point. But we'll just sort of do this. Nope. Hug that building so that we're not wasting any space. There's the second automaton. Awesome. So what are we going to name this one? First one, the Mark IV Lowlander. I like that name. But we've named one Waterlubber. I don't know. We'll name this one Reka. It's a... Oh wait. I did it wrong. It's a machine. It does what it has to do. We'll name it Reka. Hello, Waterlubber. Okay, so we're going to automate this coal mine. Turn that off. Turn that off. I don't know why that was even still on. The automatons don't need warmth. And what we have over here is a fully staffed coal thumper and 2 fully staffed gathering posts. We'll heat those up a little bit more. We will... Ooh, that sawmill is so cold. We need this upgrade to go through. Even if we do this, I think it's still going to be so cold that it's not going to be a good idea. It's going to be colder than that wall drill. If you think about it, the wall drill shouldn't be that cold. You know, I don't know. I don't know if I can really afford it. I know I can't afford it right now, but eventually maybe we can afford to turn off soup. Not that the soup really matters anymore because we've given people moonshine. Okay, pause it. We have to pause it because right now our coal is going to drop through the absolute floor. So, if we allow this one to go up to the higher range, it will catch that sawmill. We will be wasting a lot of output though. So this one is going to stay small. That's for industrial use. Over here, we're going to basically what we want to do is go into tech, take a look at steam hub. So now when you're building a steam hub, it'll show you the maximum range, not the smaller range. So if we arrange things, you know, basically we can see, oh, if I place it here, it's going to cover a huge swath. But because we've increased the range on the actual generator, we don't need you don't need it to be that close to where they'll overlap with the actual generator. So, first things first, I think we need to get this area buildable. So the best way to do that, it would appear, would be to build some road right there. Place a steam hub down. It's going to overlap with the center. You really can't avoid that when it comes to these large range steam hubs because it's really, especially on this map, the area to build isn't actually large enough. We're going to build it right there. And what we want to do, so what we want to do is push these steam hubs further out. Because right now, the steam hubs are going to be wasting a lot of their range. Why isn't this... It's on range level 2, but it doesn't actually look like it's increasing. Let's go ahead and set our next technology. I want generator efficiency 2, but let's see what we need right now. Will we get oh, we need gathering post installation. Because we're using thumpers, those gathering posts are going to be super cold. So we really do need those. However, I'd really like to start upgrading to houses. And at the same time, flying hunters will completely fix our food issues. I know for a fact that we're going to end up with a whole bunch of more people, you know, soon with the additional lords that are coming. Always coming. So the best thing to do is research these better hunters' huts. So essentially, it's always difficult to rearrange these. It's difficult to rearrange these steam hubs. Because it still always shows you the range of the existing ones. We want to move these further out so that they're not overlapping quite as much with the central hub, the generator itself. So I want to move this one probably out to here, or out to here actually. So I want to place it right there, and then we can probably turn this one off. And what we want to do is kick up the steam level. Okay, this is done. So we're going to set it to food.
It's off time.
It actually would, you know, and when you're storing food in these, it actually makes sense that you would want to store it in a really cold place, because this is essentially frozen food. Although it's pretty much always frozen food because of how cold it is everywhere. Your food could be in your house and room temperature would probably be frozen. The people who worked here were pioneers. Groups like this paved the way for those of us who dared to make the journey north. It looks like they left in a hurry, presumably to reunite with their families before the great winter took hold. Hopefully they succeeded. Thousands like them succumbed to cold and hunger while fighting to build the generators. 2 steam cores and 355 coal. Now, this guy... There's the radio mast, by the way. We can go to the landing site, because we want to explore that. This guy over here will be to the canning workshop in 4 hours. And we'll keep sending them out to explore things and find new stuff. Right. Steam hub. Because when that one's built, it's going to be right there. That sawmill still isn't going to be in range of any heat sources. This one is done, so we can dismantle it. I do need to heat that sawmill if I'm going to have people working there. Okay. This is on 24-hour. It's on the higher range setting. So let's see if we can fit some more houses. There we go. So without moving anything, we can fit 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all we'll do. We're going to run out of wood here in a sec. There, we almost spent all of our wood, but we've got 5 additional houses now. As far as our coal goes, producing quite a bit more because of these automatons running 24/7. Of course, we'll improve that by increasing our automaton's efficiency. We only have about a day of coal, but coal is going up. Okay. So they've built that steam hub, but they haven't actually built the road to it, so it's not going to fire up yet. Oh wait, it's because this road isn't connected to the main road. There we go. Connected to the main road. Speed it up. Okay. Pause. So now we have this large area to work with. In order to keep people happy, we gotta put a church over here. Actually, I still need to build the temple, so this would actually be a good location for that. I can't afford it. It's gonna cost too much. So, we'll go to the Book of Laws, we'll go to Purpose, we will pass Field Kitchens. They will give me 3 days to build 2 of them. We have enough food. Well, we will have enough food once I build some more Hunter's Huts. Okay, so this workshop canned the fish caught in the lake. The double doors of the main entrance are wide open and the surrounding buildings have been burned down. We found a large cargo sled fully loaded with food in the yard. It must have been standing in a deep puddle of meltwater when a sudden wave of frost hit, leaving it stuck in hard ice. 500 food rations. I want this guy to come home and bring that stuff. We're going to go to the fishing village, and then we'll take him home to deliver his cargo. So, heat that up, max it out. What we'll end up with: hot soup and a word of prayer beats cold meat and hard tech. I'm not getting to complain about being fed better in this damned cold. Hey, finally, reasonable people who aren't going to complain about their quality of their food when it's freezing cold out, and they're just going to be happy with what they got. Now, hopefully, this guy doesn't commit suicide. He might, in which case, it actually doesn't matter that much if he commits suicide, if I'm completely honest. Ooh. Okay, so I forgot to do this, but what we have to do is, we now have 2 of these built like right next to each other. So what we need to do is turn this off and see what happens. So what I'm hoping is that even with this off, all these buildings will still be warm. Well, within the heat zone is what I'm saying. So, which buildings are covered? Okay, so they are all covered by that and by the generator. So we can dismantle this one, which is what I wanted to do. See, that's the reason why we were so bad there for a second. This one won't move. It's actually not in a great position anyway, but there's no point in moving it. It's not going to give us any benefit. This one, on the other hand, we really should move. Now, how many times did we move this one? Tech, Steam Hub. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. So if we go over to here, and we were to move it 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we can't go 5 because there's a building in the way. But what we can do, presumably the same thing, build a Steam Hub there, get rid of this one, and we'll be able to cover more area with fewer hubs. For now, we can turn this off because there's nothing in the AoE that's actually needing to be heated, because we haven't built anything there yet. Got a large quantity. I need to build a temple in 15 hours. So, hopefully I haven't messed myself up. I don't know why the coal isn't going up. It says it should be. Essentially, it's all just down to what we need to do. I need some more workshops, but basically I need resources first. Come on, speed her up. Okay, so we will turn up the heat level, turn off the overdrive. Holy cow.
Work time. Get moving.
That's a problem. Let's think about this. Coal Thumper is running. The gathering posts are gathering. Is there coal to be had here? There is coal here, right? Yeah. And we're at negative 2,000 a day. That's not gonna work. Well, we've made some progress. We've, with that research, we've been able to rejigger a couple of our steam hubs. I think the main issue we've got, well, let's go ahead and turn this one off. So, with that one off, we're in a better situation, but we need more coal, honestly. Coal consumption is 70 per hour. It doesn't tell me exactly what we're producing. Alright, well, we'll have to figure this out. This thing will be dismantled. Once we turn this on, it's going to get even worse. This one's on range setting 1. It's on a 10-hour workday. So the coal mines are producing 15 an hour. 15 hours. So 30, we're at like 31.6 per hour from them. And then the gathering posts are producing 27.5, but not all day. So that's like 54, 55 plus 30. So we're generating yeah, it's just not enough. We'll figure this out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. More Frostpunk. I got this out pretty quickly, which is why it's not a heavily edited video like usual. But give me some suggestions if you've got some ideas for what to do here. I think the main thing I need to do is just I need to upgrade these coal mines to higher levels. I need to probably turn down the heat and let it get a little cold for a while. We're getting close to the temperature rising. And why do we have no food rations? Oh, you know, I don't think we have enough cookhouses after all. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm Sentinel H, and I'm signing out.